I thought that was backwards or something there for a second. I couldn't believe it myself, but a lot of that was us scoring in transition, and being able to get the ball up quick and make some layups. And we did a really good job of getting the ball into our post players as well, where we could shoot those high percentage shots.
The defense became the offense, and then your defense though was really good too. They didn't shoot very well at all, and it has a lot to do. They were under 40 for the entire contest, weren't they?
Yes, correct. And so that, Rip, that's something that we're always going to pride ourselves in here as we continue to try to build our program, is that defense and rebounding. And our ladies looked pretty good for being the beginning of the season in terms of intensity and how they were playing.
That's great. And one thing about defense, that's one thing, and I know not everybody wants to play it all the time, but if you do work at it some, I mean, the defense doesn't necessarily ever go into a slump, but the shooting does once in a while. And, of course, you can get beat on the boards through height, positioning, blocking out, whatever the case. Yeah, those exhibition games, you face two good teams. One just they can be a dominant team, right? The Missouri Tigers?
Yeah, they were, and I still believe still are ranked number 16 in the nation when we played them.
I thought they were top 25.
Yeah. So, and that we've had a lot of players never play in that huge of an environment. So it was a fun experience for the gals. At the same time, Rip, we have 5 freshmen and we have 5 sophomores. So I really wanted to start the season off with it's time to play like women and no longer play like girls.
There you go.
And give them, a taste of what the GLVC conferences might be like.
Mizzou Arena. I've just seen it on television, of course, but it looks really, really nice.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So you were primed after that, though, for the true the regular season opener, and after all those official practices and workouts and off-season dances and stuff, they were ready to go, and you proved it with the win over Blackburn. So that's the way to start out. And you got a lot to prove this year, Carrie. I mean, we can't sugarcoat it much. It was a tough 2016-17, wasn't it?
It was, and I feel like we learned a lot from last year. At the same time, I feel like our freshmen that are now sophomores got a lot of experience. However, the GLVC is not an easy conference,
nope.
And we are a young team. But if we can find to play consistently at a high level, we can be successful. And we're looking forward to going into this weekend, playing 2 Division II opponents up at Quincy University in Upper Iowa and Winona State. And I think that's going to be some real good competition for us. To kind of get us again to prepare for the GLVC.
Winona State, are they from? Are they from Iowa?
They're out of Minnesota.
Oh, okay, that sounds right. Yeah, I've heard the name before, but obviously I didn't do too. I need a map, Carrie. Obviously,
That's all right.
I'm kind of lost. But now, who's gone from last year's squad through graduation and such?
We graduated 4 seniors.
4, okay.
The Pushek twins.
I remember them. Yep.
Yeah. And then we also graduated Amber Alexander and Shannon McGinnis. And those ladies played some significant minutes for us last year. So there is a big chunk that we're going to have to fill for this next year for us to be successful. 2
seniors, that's it, on the top of your squad. One's a red shirt, Abby Smith. But so it's, I mean, you're right. It's another young unit again.
Yeah, Abby Smith and Shanera Wilson have been here for Abby 5, but Wilson for 4, and Abby's been a great leader and is a very positive player. Wilson is 6'3" and a great presence on the inside. She's a little quiet and shy off the court, but when she wants the ball in that post area, you better watch out. She can be pretty dominant down there, and she's been a nice surprise here since coming back from the summer. She's done a lot of work on her game, and she's looking pretty good here in the preseason.
That's good. Now, who'd you run out there the other day as your first 5?
We started the other day with Callie Pullman at point guard. She's a freshman from Appleton North, Wisconsin. And then we had Jordan Heberg and Madison Hart finish out the other 2 guard positions. They are sophomores and played quite a bit of experience for us last year. And then Jordan Morton started us in the forward spot, and Shaylee Flooring, another freshman, started us in the center position. The post players are really going to be really, I feel like we got some great depth, and so that lineup's probably always going to change in the post playing starters, just because it's going to depend on who we're playing and who I kind of want out there. Because Megan Jensen is another post player that will come in and play significant minutes with us, along with Shanira Wilson.
You have some height there, right? 6'3", 6'2", 6".
Yeah, they're all of the post players are at least 6'1" and taller, so we definitely have some height in the post.
But once you settle in and get into the season on sort of a regular basis, what do you expect to go 8, 9 deep, or?
Yeah,
and that could
sure,
change,
probably,
of course.
Yeah, probably 8, 9 for as well. We have a nice sub coming off the bench in Sydney Decock. She's a freshman, a nice shooter that has been playing really well here in the preseason, and just kind of has that scorer's mentality. So I expect at least 8 for sure. And then if we can get healthy in another guard spot, maybe even go 9.
The recruiting, did it pan out the way you wanted it to for this campaign, Carrie?
Yeah, it did. We're really excited about Callie Pullman and Sydney Decoff, and Hannah Koth is another one that will be hopefully playing for us here soon. They're learning quite a bit here since August. So, but they're sponges and they're soaking it in, and they're eager to learn. And Rip, what I love about this whole entire team is they work hard and they have good attitudes and they want to be there. And I can coach that.
Right.
It's kind of been a nice start to our season and everything.
You still have that a little bit more of that Wisconsin connection, don't you?
Yeah, I unfortunately, especially here this summer, when we are already recruiting next year.
That's
class.
right. Yeah, you can't sit still.
No, I got to lock down this area a little bit better. Unfortunately, last year and this year, I lost some kids that were right in our back door, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to play against them now in conference.
Yes.
But Wisconsin's kind of been my, the back door. When I don't get the local kids, then I go up there and I can find some pretty good talent. And we've just been kind of lucky with that pipeline somehow.
And there has been that with a lot of teams at whatever level through them. And you do, that's great. To Missouri, as we go back to them on the men's side for many years, a long time ago now, Carrie, but I remember they were one after another from Detroit, just constantly.
Yeah. Yep.
And they were top dogs too. But
yeah, it is nice, and it makes it easy for the gals to drive home together on the weekends and things like that. But that's one thing here in the future that I just know for ourselves as a staff is we gotta get our local kids a little bit better in terms of getting them here, and actually getting them on campus to help us just kind of build the crowd on a home night.
Oh, it helps a lot, and there's a lot of talent here, of course, too. But
there is.
I know how this. I get it. Some kids want to go further away, whatever. And we've got Kaskaskia, which is good. You're the two colleges that we really hit hard on as far as. Hey, speaking of KC JUCOs, do you have any transfers at all? I didn't dive into it that deeply.
No, we don't have any transfers. I'm hoping to possibly land one here this spring as a transfer for next year. But right now we do not.
What can you say anything about the recruits for next year, or not yet?
Actually, I can.
There is one I want to, and I forgot her name, but I know her. Well, what would this be? But anyway, from up, I guess in northern Illinois. Oh, if you throw me out a couple, if you can, throw me.
Yeah. We've signed here just this last week. Kaylin Froby from Lincoln, Illinois.
That's the one I'm talking about. Her, is it her aunt or Amy Hari, who is since married but she's from Nashville. Okay, so who was an extraordinary softball pitcher and played pro ball too. But she just let me know today that she had a relative coming to McKendree.
Yep, when they were on campus, her mom had mentioned that name, and so I know exactly who you're talking about.
But but how many do you have them, Carrie?
I'm sorry.
How many do you have?
We signed 5 then. For we had another big class coming in. So 2 Illinois kids and 3 Wisconsin kids. So we can
Wisconsin
keep
again.
that pipeline. Yeah.
Boy, they must know you well up there, which is
You
okay.
know, I don't know. Like I said, that's where I kind of started my coaching
That's right.
career and connections, and they just kind of continue to follow, I guess.
Yeah, and that's where some or a lot of that comes from too. So connections, it's all about connections, isn't it? Now,
It really is.
now, what about the Great Lakes Valley Conference for 2017-18? Who looks to? I went back last year to last year's records, the leaderboards and such. Southern Indiana and Drury were basically the top 2 teams, and I guess they'll be loaded for bear again.
Yeah, I think those 2 are going to be definitely competing. I think Lewis is going to be another one that's going to be up there in the top 3. Between those 3, I think it's going to be those are going to be your top 3. Bellarmine, they were successful last year. I can possibly see them being that way again this year. And then I'm kind of, we went to 3 divisions, and we're in the division with Maryville and UMSL and Quincy and Springfield. And I'm hoping that that's a good division for us. And I'm hoping that we can compete and kind of be there right in the middle of the pack overall.
I like that because apparently one team dropped out. And I remember some coach saying that maybe
St. Joe's College.
St. Joe's is, but now, you're split. You were into 2 divisions, and now you're down to 3 of 5 apiece. So that's pretty good. Pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's nice because our division is a little bit centrally located, and so maybe our fans can hopefully, make a trip to Maryville and make a trip to UMSL and up to Springfield and watch a few away games as well.
I didn't go through the whole schedule. Now, the teams in your divisions, in your case, the Central, are you playing each of those teams twice then? And
yep.
How do you? Okay, and then how's it play out with the rest? Once against the others, or?
Yep, we play once against the other divisions, and then everyone in our division we play twice, once at home and then once on the road.
That's just the way it ought to be. I love it.
Yeah,
that's good. That is very good. Those division games are worth a lot this way. So, okay, 1, 2. Now this is your 3rd season at McHenry?
Yes, correct. Just the start of my 3rd season. Yep.
My goodness, and
it goes fast. That's for sure.
Everything. Would you slow down this world, Carrie? Tell me. I'm telling you. And who are your top assistants? I believe you got at least one. Well, I think you have 2 aides, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Haley Sample has come to us. I hired her in July. She originally is from Dallas, Texas, and went to high school there. But she played at the University of Nebraska for Connie Yorrie and had a real successful career there. Went to the NCAA tournament 4 times, went as deep as the Sweet 16, won a Big Ten conference championship.
Outstanding.
So has that winning attitude and knows what it takes to be a winner. And she's been a great addition to our team and helping with the ladies on the court and getting them to play at a high level and understand what it takes to play on a championship team. So, and then my other assistant is Holly Spoo, and she played at UW Oshkosh. So there's that Wisconsin connection. And she was a national championship on an undefeated team, and an All-American player. So very well, very talented, and at the same time knows how to coach and get our ladies to play at a high level. And she's been coaching for several years. She was at Nebraska Omaha and Wayne State in Nebraska. She was at Milwaukee for a bit, and even had a season at SIU Edwardsville.
She spanned the globe. That's good.
Yeah,
though.
Exactly.
So the players have a lot to look up to, and you, of course, as the head coach, and also these other 2. So it's that's great. You got a lot of leadership there, and I'm sure you're going to work some of that out with your players on the floor too.
That's exactly it, and that's what we want to do. And Holly and Haley have been a great. I really look to them to just help with our program in terms. I'm pretty open to putting new things in, and we've kind of done that here this year with a new transition offense and a couple of new sets and a couple of things we kind of tweak on how we defending. So hopefully we can be better in the long run.
This weekend, you are up at Quincy. You won't oppose Quincy. You'll save that for the regular season, but you have Upper Iowa and Winona State, and after that, you're home for the University of Puerto Rico Mayagüez. Huh.
Actually, Rip,
Uh-oh. We
unfortunately,
have a
that
switch
game has been canceled. The Puerto Rico team
because of the.
can no
All right.
longer make it. They don't have the funds.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you mentioned that though, because I do want people to know. It is on our schedule still, but they called here about 3-4 weeks ago and just said they don't have the funds to travel, which is completely understandable.
Yes.
Um,
That's a shame. That's
so
too bad, though.
yeah, it is. So we are actually this our next time we are home is December 7th, which is what Cradaway's off. But hopefully people can come out and I have a student for her class. She's kind of doing an internship and such. That on December 7th, it's a coat drive and a shoe drive, and we're hoping people can bring stuff to the game and to get in, and we're going to send that to Puerto Rico to help out families there as well.
Good idea, Carrie. That's nice. That's the way to do it. Yeah, they've been hurting.
Yep.
They are hurting big time down there in a lot of areas. Pretty much
Exactly.
the whole
We're
island.
very fortunate.
Yeah, for sure. So okay, man, I bet they had a nice trip planned too.
Yeah, they were supposed to come and play us and Umsel and Maryville and I think Quincy too.
Yeah,
So
I bet.
we all kind of lost the game, but of course we can understand why.
Okay. Well, Carrie, thanks as always, and especially for coming on early here as we try and jostle things around here. I know everybody, all the coaches are really busy, but good luck on this season, and we won't forget about you. We'll be back to you.
That sounds great. Thanks so much, Rip. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Carrie Kirkhoff of the McKendree Bearcats basketball team. Ben, have we been nudged by Coach Crawford at all? No? Well, we're gonna try and get on that rotary phone, and he's looking rotary phone and catch up with once more. So we don't want to close down early if we don't have to. So Ben obviously has something going on, but Ben Crawford could be next. If not, we're coming back either which way. We're back right after this.
Get a free turkey when you shop your hometown proud Carlisle IGA. With a purchase of $100 or more, get a free turkey. And when you shop your hometown proud Carlisle IGA, that $100 goes a long way to filling your entire Thanksgiving dinner table. Carlisle IGA thanks you this holiday season for shopping your hometown proud Carlisle IGA all year long with a free turkey.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
Reverman Chiropractic and Breeze would like to say thank you to our patients, staff, and local healthcare professionals for their continued support and cooperation as we celebrate 10 years in business. At Reverman Chiropractic, our focus is to work with you, the patient, and your other healthcare providers to deliver the best and most effective care possible. Please take advantage of our evening and weekend hours and call 526-4700 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Craig Reverman or Dr. Travis Isaac.
Get unhungry for only $5 at your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's. Dig into the $5 All-Star Meal with 4 different meals to choose from, like the Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger and Onion Rings with natural cut fries, a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie, and a 20-ounce drink. Pick a $5 All-Star Meal today from your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's, plus the entire Red Burrito menu. Get unhungry at your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's.
Flying in the face of conventional wisdom.
There's no rules and no laws and lots of litter.
Every day.
This is Max 96.7.
All right. Ben here. Check this out, please. Turn around. We're trying to reach Ben Crawford, and we're going to get that done. We always get our guy. 96.7, actually above that. He's having phone difficulty. But we are pressing on. I believe I have another number we're going to try and hook up with Ben on and bring him back in line so we can talk hoops with him. And so far we've heard from Justin Dunning and also Kerry Kirkhoff. And again, Saturday morning, it's Harry Statham from the McHenry Bearcats, the men's team, and from the Carlisle Indians, Coach Andy Palmer. Hey, live radio, things happen. And we're going to, okay, I believe we have Coach Crawford. And just before we go to him, we have one more final break to take, don't we? With some important sponsors. So listen up. These are great sponsors. And then we're coming back to talk with Ben after these.
When wearing contacts, you shouldn't even be able to feel them. If they're uncomfortable or feeling dry, come see us at Lebanon Optometric Center or Breeze Family Vision Center. We'll find the right contacts for you, whether it's multifocal, astigmatism, daily disposables, or hybrid lenses. Don't suffer through contacts that are just fine. We have all the major brands to choose from, and with locations in Breeze and Lebanon, if you damage or tear your contacts, we can replace them right away. Start seeing clearer today with a little help from Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center.
If you're looking for Nissan quality, be sure to check out what Munkin Dodge Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan, and Centralia has to offer. Munkin's has the entire field covered with a great lineup of Nissans, including Maximas, Altimas, and Sentras, SUVs and crossovers, and Titan and Frontier trucks. And you can relax when you shop Munkin's because you know you're getting the better deal every time, along with terrific service after the sale. For your Nissan, log on to Munkin1.com, or better yet, visit Munkin Dodge Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan in person, Route 161 West in Centralia.
McHenry University is a great place to continue your sports career. It's also a great place to continue your education. McHenry offers a wide range of degrees, including master's degrees in business, nursing, education, and professional counseling. If you'd like, you can access McHenry's quality education through the flexibility of online degrees. To learn more about McHenry, log on to McHenryOnline.com or call 1-800-BEARCAT. McHenry University is ready when you are.
For a truly affordable and all-inclusive senior living experience unlike any other, come to Legacy Place in Breeze, offering exceptional and professional care. Legacy Place delivers kindness and compassion to residents with independent, assisted living, or memory care services. Legacy Place offers luxurious and comfortable home-like living with fireplaces, activity areas, cafes, salons, and much more. Call 526-9600 for a free tour at Legacy Place.
Scientists say the universe is random.
Why should your radio station be any different?
You've got Max 96.7.
Once more, we're in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio. Yes, there are two Bens, no waiting. Ben Koopman, he's our engineer, producer, board op engineer. He's far beyond that, actually. And now we finally traced down Weston Lady Warriors basketball coach Ben Crawford, because you were on the Tecker Electric guest line, by the way. Ben Crawford, your phone, something's playing tricks on you, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying my phone to call back to you guys, and my wife's phone, and it's usually when I was at school with my assistant coach, his phone wouldn't even call. I think we all have AT&T. All I have AT&T is not working tonight.
AT&T. That's starting to explain something else, but that's another.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, we got you. That's the most important team, and you began your season in good form. Monday night, you edged Bunker Hill by a 4 spot.
Yeah, we came out, pretty strong. Shot, they came out in a 2-3 zone, and we shot well to begin the game. And to give them credit, they stayed in it, and we cooled down a lot shooting. They ended up taking a lead, and we had to fight back there in the fourth quarter. And we pulled it out. Winning by 4 there. So it ended up being a good game. I like having that competitive game at the beginning of the year.
I believe
that ended up being good.
You seem to traditionally open with Bunker, don't you?
Yeah, we traditionally open with Bunker Hill, and usually in the past couple of years it's been pretty easy going for us. It's been an easy game for us, but it's nice that actually that first game was kind of competitive and got out of the gates with a competitive game and actually ended up with a win. So
one down in a long slate of games to go, and I'm sure you and the players are looking forward to that too. And it's still a young team. You're -1 outstanding player from a year ago, but that's it, right?
Well, I mean, it's more than that.
Was it?
We're missing Cammy Meadows, yeah.
Okay.
And that one senior that we graduated, but then we had Hannah Arnson decided not to play this year.
Oh, all right.
And then Cheyenne Mitchell, who was another starter for us, she moved to out of state. So So things happen. Everything.
True.
So we're down to one senior again with Ellie Wessel, our senior and our leader.
So Cammie was the only, and she was just a really terrific player, super athlete.
Yeah, she very good basketball player, turned it, and really good softball player. I mean, I think she that's where she's going to college, playing softball in college. So we're definitely gonna miss her. Her outside shot really helped things a lot. We definitely needed that outside shot against Bunker Hill in their 2-3 zone on Monday night, but we still have some pretty good young talent. I think this group of girls can really come together.
Cammie did pop 68 trays a season ago. Your team was 3-7 and 8-20 overall. Would love to turn that around, of course. And the good thing about the end of last year, though, you won 3 of the last 5, and that's I'll take that anytime going into the next season.
Yeah, exactly. And it seems like we always get, and when we're young as we are every year, it's the only way we can go is up. So every year it seems like we're getting better and better. And even those 8 of we had 8 wins, but out of those 20 losses, you look at the scores. Yeah. We were very, very competitive in all those, in almost all those games.
No, go ahead, Ben.
Oh, so I mean, you gotta keep that in mind when you're talking to the girls and telling them to build their confidence that hey, we're still fighting in these games.
That's right. And now, of course, it is the very infancy of the season. But who's getting the share of court time right now? I noticed where you had 3 girls in twin figures the other night.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ellie Wessel, our senior, and then Jenna Hazelhorst, the junior. Those 2 are kind of our leaders on the court with how they handle the ball and probably scoring, and they can shoot and they handle it and control the ball for us. But then really the other 3 spots, I expect a lot of rotation in our starting lineup. It's Gracie Raymond had a great game.
Sure
did.
And
just build out the stat sheet, and not just on offense but defense, and she did really well for us, and she's really looking good.
15 points and 6 boards. So, and you know what? You had steady rebounding from 4 players, all around 6 and 7.
Yeah, and that's really a focus for us. Last year we were kind of a smaller team, and we couldn't rebound well, so we really want to do a better job of rebounding this year. And I felt like we did a really good job in that first game. But I mean, we have Kinsey Hancock is a sophomore, Kaylee Tyler, another junior. Those 2 will fill out that post and center position, forward and center position fairly well for us. And we got a lot of guards, and so it's really competitive in there. I feel like
good guard play. Mackenzie, 6 offensive rebounds there, so she did great underneath the.
And a lot of those were in the fourth quarter, so that really paid off for us. So that that was good.
The Cahokia Conference, that'd be that'd be solid again, won't it?
Yeah, it really will be. The Central's going to be even better. They got everybody back. Carlisle has pretty much everybody back. And
all but one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Carlisle really turns out. I mean, they played 2 competitive games against us. They really should have won both of them. We had to hit a half quarter at the buzzer to win one.
That was over here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we got Salem in there, who's really, their girls basketball program is really good, and Columbia is always good, and Freeburg is good. I mean, it's I think it's more competitive. I think it's more competitive now than it's ever been. So.
Columbia and Central each won 9 of 10 games a season ago, and you're also in 3 tournaments. You have a game tomorrow night before Nashville, though, right? Do you hook up with Pinckneyville?
Yeah, we play Pinckneyville tomorrow night. Never played them before, so this is new for us. This is just adding into the schedule, just trying to get a few more games in here.
That's good.
Early in the season, and looks like I think it's a good game for us and Pinckneyville, because I think we're both in the Nashville tournament this year, so it's a good warm up for us.
Oh,
both of us.
Right, yeah. They'll be over there for sure, and then you'll be in a couple of more tournaments. But how many years for you now on the Westland bench, Ben?
This is my 5th year.
Number 5 for you. And again, you have Pinckneyville tomorrow night, and you've been busy now practicing and with the workouts and so forth, but it's going to really clip by in a hurry now, won't it?
Yeah, it definitely will. I mean, it seems like the practices are never long enough. There's so much to cover, and try to get in before for each team, and try and scout each team and get everybody prepared. But I know it's just when it comes down to it, it's just a matter of the girls playing hard and having fun out there. So if they do that, a lot of times good things happen.
Okay. Well, Ben, I'm glad we found you, and we'll dial you up again. Okay, we'll deal with you some more, of course, as the season progresses. Okay. Thanks for coming on though this evening.
All right. Well, thank you.
Good luck with AT&T.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks to Ben Crawford. We got him, by gosh. Thanks to Ben Crawford, and also to Carrie Kirchhoff, and of course Justin Dunning. That puts the wraps on this baby. We'll see you when Saturday morning with Harry Statham, Andy Palmer, and Dan Emming on scores and stuff. That's Saturday morning between 9 and 10 on Talkin' Sports, Real Sports Talk on Max 96.7 WCXO.
Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7 was powered by Hoffman Supermarket, the only choice for quality meats and friendly service. Talkin' Sports was brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College, the future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City and Hoyleton. Diane Chevrolet in Trenton. McKendree University in Lebanon, Ideal Home Solutions in Trenton, Farmers State Bank Insurance Department in Hoffman, Seaver Brothers in Carlisle, and by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Thank you for joining us for this WCXO sports presentation of Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7. This broadcast was a presentation of WCXO Sports.